What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, do me a real quick favor. See that red subscribe button down below? Go ahead and push that and show your support for the channel. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came to see me. So another weekly rotation. This is actually week number 3 of this video concept. Kind of a mixed bag this past week. A little bit of cheapies, a little bit of mid-level designers, and a little tiny drop of niche sprinkled in there. And one I should not have wore. I learned the hard way. This is not for guys. I smelled pretty. We'll put it that way. So let's dive right into it. So on Sunday, I actually went with one that I don't wear as much as I should. And I love the smell. That's the crazy thing. It's the originator of a beloved line. It's from Cologne. It's L'Homme Ideal, the Eau de Toilette. This is a fantastic scent right here. It really is. The most almondy and nutty of the line, in my opinion. I do want to get the rest of the line. I do have plan. I keep putting it off and putting it off. I will get the Eau de Parfum. I will get the Sport. I will get Cool, and eventually I'd like to get the black one, but that one seems to be elusive and difficult to find. But the Eau de Toilette, the original, still fantastic. I'm still getting that 6-7 hour range in performance. It's nothing mind-blowing, but smells great every time I wear it. So this was my kicking around the house watching football scent last Sunday. And then when I got out the shower that evening, I went with a favorite. This is one of my favorites because Sunday is when I shave my head and my face, and this just smells like a barbershop to me. It really does. It's from Cremo. It's bergamot and musk. I think this is great for after a shave. It smells just like the name implies, like bergamot and musk. Very, very, very barbershop scent. Perfect for this. You can get them cheap, $22.99. It's a great fragrance. A lot of people say it has that Aventus vibe, and I can kind of get where you're coming from with that, but it doesn't smell like Aventus. It can give off that kind of, mildly give off that vibe, but it's more barbershop in my opinion. Perfect for after a shave. Then Monday, so went down the cheap road. Recently bought a few from this line. Right now they're out at the rack stores. They're $10 for 100 ml. And the good ones are out right now. And this is one of the good ones from the line, in my opinion. This is Penguin Reserve. Kind of a sweet, spicy fragrance with a little woody dry down. And I tell you what, I really enjoyed wearing it. I did not pay attention to what kind of performance I got on it that day. But, man, it's a very good scent for $10. Oh, God, it's such a good scent. This is a steal at $10. I know a lot of people have been grabbing them. I've been seeing people posting them in the group. This is a wonderful fragrance for $10. It really is. Super synthetic, all of them are, but hey, it's $10. It's a great $10 fragrance. It's priced accordingly. Would I pay $20 for it? Yeah, but at $10, it's a steal. Penguin Reserve. And then later that night, this is the fragrance that I learned the hard way is not for men. This is one of my pickups from Old Navy recently. This is Kindred Goods Autumn Air and Daisies. Tell you what, I smelled pretty. That's exactly what my wife told me after. She said, "Ooh, you smell pretty." I said, "Too feminine?" She said, "Way too feminine." Because I thought the same thing when I sprayed it on. The name implies this is for chicks. And I went ahead and gave it a shot anyway. And yeah, it's super feminine. Luckily, I wasn't going anywhere. It was after I got out of the shower. It was for bedtime. But like I said, I smelled pretty. And I suggest getting this for your ladies because it's definitely a good scent. It's just not for the guys. And then moving on to Tuesday, one that I had that did well in my fall list, and I haven't really been wearing. It kind of gets mixed up in the fray, so to say, because I have so many, and there's so many things I want to wear, and I juggle ideas of what I'm going to wear throughout the week. But it was time, and I'll tell you what, I really do enjoy the scent, and it's Hugo Boss Orange Man. The window panel bottle. That's what I like to call it. It looks like window panes. Very good smell. Very incense apple. Little vanilla. I love the way this one smells. 6-7 hour performer. Becomes a skin scent heavily at that point. But is a very good, pleasant, casual scent. Good for work. I really enjoyed wearing this one. It will get more wear in the future. You can get them cheap. This 40 ml, $20. You can get the 60 mls, $25 when you find them in the rack stores. And it's a good fragrance for that price. It really is. And then later that evening was one that I do enjoy the scent. It did make my 10 fragrances I regret buying video, and it's mainly because the performance is so poor. Because if the performance was better, this would be such a better fragrance. And this is from Ferrari. This is Scuderia Racing Red. It's a good scent. It's fresh, spicy. It's got a metallic note that gives it kind of a sharp edge. Very good atomizer. Oh, yes, it's a good scent. It really is. It's just the performance is terrible. I get 2 to 3 hours out of it, and then it's gone off of my skin. Smell it floating in the air. But if you like that metallic sharpness and a fresh, spicy scent, this is really, I mean, I got it for 17 bucks on clearance for this 4.2 ounce bottle at a Marshall's. For the price, it's not bad, but I mean, you're getting the performance you would expect in that price point. Whereas like with Penguin, you're getting more than that for less money. But like I said, overall, it's a very good scent. It's just because of the performance, it's an out of the shower scent for me. One that like I said, I do enjoy wearing. It's just, it's not one I'll wear out and about because I'll have to keep the bottle with me and just spray away. Excuse all the sound effects, guys. I got that sinus infection still going nice and strong, keeping me up coughing all night, every night. So that was, let's see, what are we on? Wednesday? Wednesday. So Wednesday, another one gets lost in the shuffle. I do smell it every single day when I sit in this chair. As soon as I get home, this is one of the first things I do when I sit in this chair is smell this bottle because it's a fantastic fragrance. I've praised it many times on this channel before, and I got a wearing out of it this past week, and it's from Sensual Obsessions. It's their version of Bond Number 9, Andy Warhol. The best smelling plum fragrance I've ever smelled. Oh, my God. See, I can just do this and be happy. I don't even have to spray it. I can just smell it out the atomizer, and it makes me happy. Surprisingly, did not get any compliments that day, but it's fully matured. I've had it for a few months now, and it gets the job done. This is what I wore to Scent Explore when I went to New York. This is the one to buy if you're only going to buy one bottle from Kevin at Sensual Obsessions. You need to get your hands on this one, guys. Everybody, once they get it, they understand. It's great. If you want to do a sample pack and go that route and try it out, go ahead, because you will end up getting a bottle once you smell this one. Very confident in that statement. So, love wearing that one. It's just such a good fragrance. And then later that night, it was labeled as a Christmas gift from my nephews, which is a newborn and a 2-year-old. So, interesting. But my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, they know I do this on YouTube, and it's hard to figure out a fragrance to get me when you know you want to get me a fragrance. So they actually did get me 2 fragrances from Gap, and they're actually great out the shower citrus scents, and this is one of them. This is Gap Yuzu and Chino. Very, 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 very citrus heavy and refreshing. Not a strong performer. Very synthetic, but I tell you what, it's a great youthful scent, and it's fantastic out the shower. It really is. The Yuzu is as advertised. Oh yeah, it's very strong in the top. Fades after about 20 minutes, and then you're left with just a woody base. But it's a very good scent. It really is. It's perfect out the shower, and I really enjoyed wearing it. I went heavy with it too. I went like 8 sprays getting out the shower, which is way more than you need for just you to smell, basically. But Gap Yuzu and Chino was my out the shower scent. And let's see, moving on to Turkey Day. So, Thanksgiving. So I was very torn on what I wanted to wear for Thanksgiving. At first it was going to be one thing, then it was going to be another, then it was going to be another. Then I walked by this bottle and said, you know what, screw it. And I grabbed it and I just sprayed. So you're committed once you make that first spray. So it's one that I've recently purchased. I have others in the line before I got this one. And I really enjoyed smelling. I kept going back to smelling my arm throughout the day. And this is from Salvatore Ferragamo. This is the original Uomo, the tiramisu fragrance. Got a good atomizer. Oh, it's that sweet coffee. It's like a coffee cake in the opening. And then the coffee starts to fade, and it's just those sweet notes that are left behind. God, I smell it floating in the air. So good, guys. If you were debating on this one, go ahead and grab it. You got to like a sweet fragrance. Don't get me wrong. This is 100% a sweet fragrance through and through. Don't let the coffee note fool you and think it's just some strong coffee fragrance. No, this is a sweet dessert, mega gourmand fragrance. But it's so good. It really is. It's well done. They did wonderful. None of the flankers in the line smell like this one. Signature's still the best one to get in my opinion, and I'm sure many of you's opinion as well. But I would rank this one a close second behind Signature. This is where it all started. This is totally worth getting, and they're out in the rack stores right now. Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo, the original. And then later that night, one of my trusty Nautica Voyage fragrances, I went with Nautica Voyage Sport. I love any Nautica fragrances are winners out the shower for me. Very good. Oh yeah, aquatic, marine, citrusy, shower jelly. You know, in my opinion, there is no better brand for, if you're like me and you like to spray a fragrance when you get out the shower, there is no better brand than Nautica. There just isn't. You can get them cheap. They fit the bill on scent profile and performance. They're just great fragrances. I'll always have Nautica fragrances in my collection. I always have. It's just, I mean, you can't go wrong. And as far as I know, I think I have all of the Voyages, except for the discontinued ones like Sunset Voyage and stuff like that. So I have Voyage Sport right here. I have Voyage Heritage. I have N83. I have the original. I think that's it. I think I have all the ones that are still in production. But Voyage Sport, just as good as all the rest. Excuse the coughing, guys. And then Black Friday. It was game day, in a sense, for Black Friday, because yesterday we really weren't that busy. But one that I've been wanting to wear since I got it, give it a full wearing. I didn't get any compliments. I was kind of surprised, because it's basically Sauvage with pineapple is kind of what I get from it. And it is Coach Platinum. Very good scent. I notice people are getting them right now. They are popping up in the rack stores more, but you can actually get a better price online most of the time. Yeah, heavy ambroxan. You get that pineapple in the opening. You get the suede in the dry down that Coach is known for, because I mean, it's a leather goods company, for God's sakes. Of course they're going to have a leathery smell with them. But I do enjoy this. It has its place. It does not smell like the original. It doesn't smell like an amplified version of the original. It smells like a different fragrance. You can kind of get the DNA of the original, but I actually like the original more if I had to pick one of the two. But luckily, I don't have to pick one of the two, because I do like both. And this one is a fantastic all-around versatile fragrance. You can wear this one in so many situations and in so many seasons. If you see it out in the wild and you were debating on it, guys, I know sometimes it's going to be a little heavy on price to blind buy. I would maybe get out to your local Coach, Macy's, something like that, and give it a smell. Give it a wearing on your skin. You may like it more than Dior Sauvage, and this is cheaper than Dior Sauvage. So Coach Platinum on Black Friday. And then later that night, speaking of Nautica, my favorite one of them all, Nautica Classic. Like I told you, this is probably going to be in the list every single week, because I spray it at least once every single week. Very good, very salty, very marine. It's my favorite. It's the tried and true, the original from the house. Performance is abysmal. 2 to 3 hours is what it is. The ultimate out the shower fragrance for me. I love Nautica Classic. And then finally, the one that was originally planned for Thanksgiving, I ended up going with Salvatore Ferragamo, and this was actually my game day Saturday fragrance, and I smelled like a vanilla almond all day long, and I enjoyed it, and it went all day. It's Parfums de Marly. It's Pegasus. It was still, I'm not going to say going strong off of my skin, but I could still prominently smell it coming off my chest at the 12-hour mark when I took my shower last night. It's as advertised. It's very powerful, very long-lasting. You're getting what you pay for with Parfums de Marly in most cases. It's long-lasting. I did not get any compliments, which I was quite surprised of. I thought for sure when I went in the Saturday morning sales meeting, not necessarily that I'd get a compliment, that somebody sitting near me in the meeting would say, "Damn, bro, what is that?" Because it doesn't smell like anything else I have. It's different. You would think conversation starter, and maybe it will be in the future, but on this first wearing, surprisingly, I did not get any interaction about what I was wearing that day. No compliments or anything, but I enjoyed it, and that's all that really matters. Parfums de Marly Pegasus. Go ahead and put him back where he goes. And then to cap it off, I went something super cheap later that evening. I smelled citrusy. I didn't feel like Mike, But I was trying to smell like Mike, in a sense. It's Michael Jordan Flight. One of the little travel size atomizers. I do have pretty much all of them. Haven't wore any of them in a while, so I saw it. I giggled a little bit and I grabbed it. Got out the shower, sprayed it heavy. Very fruity citrus. Not a bad fragrance by any means. You're on a budget. These Michael Jordan fragrances, they will get the job done. They smell like a lot of more expensive designers. They last a long time. I've had this thing for 10 years. The citruses haven't spoiled or turned. I mean, it's a dark plastic bottle. I keep them in a dark, cool, consistent area. You know, they don't spoil that easy. Michael Jordan Flight, kind of a nostalgia thing. It was a pleasure to wear it. But that was the weekly rotation for this past week, for week 3. Coming up this week, probably not going to hit as many cheapies. Probably going to hit a few more. It might be a niche heavy week because I'm going to start doing some testing on some of these Rose Parfums fragrances. Because I would like to get 1 or 2 of those reviews out to you guys this week. So I'm probably going to bust out either Vetiver or Scandal, depending on what kind of cool front we're looking at this week. Probably Scandal, most likely, so be looking out for that. But until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. Love hearing from you guys. What's some of the stuff you wore last week? Would you bust out for Thanksgiving and Black Friday? Because I know frag heads like us, we plan our rotation, and the holiday is a special day when you know you're going to be around people, so you want to show out. But until next time, I guarantee you, if you get your hands on some of these and you give them a spray now, you will thank me later. Have a great day, guys.